Welcome to week 5. Keep in mind that spring break was week 4. This week we'll be exploring group and organizational creativity. In part 3 of Explaining Creativity, Sawyer explores how sociologists and social psychologists explain creativity. We will also begin work on our final group project this week. Finally, you will also be completing your personal statement midterm, due for this Friday, April 6th. You are required to read chapters 11, 12, and 13 from our course textbook, Explaining Creativity. In chapter 11, The Sociology of Creativity, Sawyer introduced us to the idea that unlike the 19th century myth of the solitary artist, the most important forms of creativity in our culture are joint cooperative activities of complex networks of skilled individuals. Drawing on sociological studies of creativity, its research and findings, Sawyer begins to create a sociological definition of creativity. He introduces us to the systems model of creativity, explores different types of audiences, and advocates a collectivist approach to creativity versus an individualist approach. In Chapter 12, Group Creativity, Sawyer looks at why collaboration is becoming more widespread and why it works so well. He looks at why teams generate better scientific research. He also investigates the differences in how we study groups, comparing the input-out versus process approaches. He looks at the effect of the superstar and breaks down brainstorming from a positive versus negative approach. Finally, he advocates an approach to studying groups that explain group dynamics and creativity in collaboration. In Chapter 13, Organizational Creativity, Sawyer uses the story of the introduction of the Graphical User Interface, or GUI, and both Apple's and Windows' roles in the creation of this technological innovation to give us insight into organizational creativity. He also looks at complex networks of organizations and markets, how they work, if and why they're successful, as well as looking at social networks and finally, cultural differences in creativity. You are also required to watch the TED Talk below. In this week's video, Michael Goldman, co-founder of the Broadway and international hit show The Blue Man Group, demonstrates his work to apply the lessons he learned from the Blue Man Group to our system of education. By creating the Blue School, a school that balances academic mastery, creative thinking, and self and social intelligence, Goldman advocates a need to cultivate safe and conducive conditions for new and innovative ideas to evolve and thrive. You will complete a discussion board post due Wednesday morning, April 4th by 8 a.m., and a reply post due by 5 p.m. The prompt for this post will address both the reading and the corresponding video. Be sure to review assignment details for the final group project assignment. Your groups have been announced. Each group will have a group page on Blackboard to share ideas and inspiration. Next week, this will be in play. This week, you'll just want to be sure to get one another's contact information and schedule a time to meet to begin putting together a plan of action. Finally, you'll complete your personal statement midterm assignment. In this assignment, you will create 1 minute of material that can be about anything you want, in whatever style you choose. It just has to be original, from your own creation and personal, something only you are capable of creating. You can sing, you can dance, act, perform, paint, read, show, whatever you want to do. Strictly 1 minute, well rehearsed, and use anything you need to accomplish it. You will have someone, perhaps a classmate, a friend, a family member, record you completing this exercise. This video must be uploaded via YouTube or Vimeo, and you must provide a link through the assignment page. Now, a helpful hint. Now that you've read about the creative process and the materials for this course, perhaps integrating some of what you've learned may help you create your 1 minute personal statement. Your personal statement midterm is due Friday, April 6th by 8 a.m. Good luck!